Good evening, ladies and germs. I'm Bing Bong from the Amoeba Friends, and this is NFT crypto news from the Microverse. Despite the bear market, TiffanyAndCo recently launched NFTiff, selling out 250 pieces at 30 Ethereum each, which turn your CryptoPunk into one-of-a-kind jewelry. Shortly after, armchair lawyers like Nate Rivers and others claimed, despite having the entire legal terms made available to them, that TiffanyAndCo indefinitely gave away CryptoPunk's rights. But according to other armchair lawyers, or if you just read the rest of the paragraph, clearly the rights are only related to the creation of the pendant. It must be tough for influencers who don't get special treatment from big projects and see other projects succeed. However, we love that Tiffany is embracing NFTs and bringing the marriage of physical and digital goods together. In intellectual property rights news, despite previously granting Moonbird holders full intellectual property rights, which it still states that on their website, by the way, the Moonbirds teams decided to change their mind and move to CC0, Creative Commons 0, which allegedly cost La Cause a six-figure licensing deal. In response, Moonbirds hosted a Twitter Spaces, which Tundra and others commented was structured, inauthentic, very corporate, and they also just rushed through the Q&A. This change to the property rights dropped the floor price for Moonbirds from 18 to 15 Ethereum overnight. I personally don't see the big deal. They hinted at it from the very beginning by calling themselves Moonbirds. First, they'll take you to the moon, and then they'll fly away with your IP rights. Rakkudos received major backlash after giving popular influencers like Cozy, Nox Trades, Soul Playboy, and others hundreds of whitelist spots, airdropping the NFTs, claiming a lockup period that didn't exist, and then having all of these influencers pump the project, but then immediately dump on all these retail investors. Shill and Villain was quick to notice how fast they were justifying their moves, because what they did was pretty sketchy. Do retail investors really have that short of a memory span? Our thought? None of these influencers even warned you about this bear market that was coming, so they know nothing, and you should not be following any of these influencers for advice about any projects, especially when they get special privileges. We need more honesty in this space, but the anonymity probably makes that impossible. Plus, to be honest, crypto attention span is very short. Thankfully, we've hired respectable influencers like Cozy, Nox Trades, Soul Playboy, and others to shill Amoeba Friends and pump it up, so definitely keep following them. Finally, the Solana hack caused major panic last week as users across the Solana ecosystem had over 9,000 wallets drained of over $4 million in USDC and Solana. The issue turned out to be Slop Finance's storing of seed phrases in plain text to their servers. As users started to panic, knowing they'd never get their money back, they wondered, why? Why isn't there some sort of centralized, maybe a financial system that they can use to hold their money? And maybe in the event of a hack, maybe they could contact someone at that project, or we can call it an institution, to get their mony back. Maybe some government insurance could help as well. We're just as baffled, but to be honest, it sounds like a really promising multi-billion DeFi opportunity if it was ever created. I'm your host, Bing Bong, and until the next spat of drama, which I'm already seeing all over my Twitter feed, stay squishy.